So next is lyophobic colloids. Lyophobic colloids I have completed. Next is lyophobic colloid. These are the dispersions in which very little attraction is there. That lyo means solvent, phobic means heating. So solvent heating. So this is a dispersion in which a very little attraction is possible between the dispersed phase and dispersion medium. These are stable because of the presence of the charge on particles. The like charges on the particles keep them away from each other and remain uniformly dispersed on account of repulsive forces. However, the solvent sheath surrounding the particles is absent. Therefore, the dispersions are thermodynamically unstable. When water is used as a medium, the systems are termed as hydrophobic dispersions. In general, the dispersed phase consists of inorganic particles and the medium is water. Examples are gold, silver, sulfur, arsenious sulfide, and silver iodide in water. The method of preparation of lyophobic colloids is special methods are required to prepare lyophobic colloids because of the weaker attraction between the particles and medium. First, dispersion method. In general, principles involves the mechanical dispersion. Uh, Therefore, converting coarse particles into colloidal particles. Different means to achieving mechanical dispersion is there. First is milling or grinding process. The substances to be dispersed in finely ground by usual methods. Then it is shaken with the dispersion medium which gives a coarse suspension. Further size reduction is achieved by colloidal mill. The mill consists of two steel discs having a very small clearance between them. The discs are rotated at the high speeds in opposite direction. When the suspension is allowed to pass through these discs, the coarse particles are broken down into smaller particles. This process is repeated until the desired size of dispersion is obtained. Examples are colloidal kaolin and zinc oxide solution. Zinc oxide sol. Sometimes grinding the substances, preferably in the presence of some stabilizer, facilitates the formation of a fine state of subdivision. For example, colloidal sulfur is made by grinding sulfur with sucrose or lactose. Other stabilizing agents are gum, gelatin, soaps, etc. Next, method of preparation is peptidization. It is defined as a breaking up of aggregates of or secondary particles into particles of colloidal size. So breaking up of aggregates or secondary particles into particles of colloidal size. Compounds that promoted the dispersibility of solids without entering the combination with them. They are termed as peptizing agents. Peptizing agents may be liquids, electrolytes, or non-electrolytes. Examples are glycerin, sugar, lactose, and acids containing hydroxyl groups such as citric and tartaric acids. In this method, flocculating agents, electrolytes are removed or deflocculating agents, surfactants, etc. are added. Next, next method is electric arc method. This method is suitable for preparing dispersion of metals such as silver, gold, etc. In this method, an intense electric arc is produced between two metal electrodes under the surface of cold water. Due to intense heat, Due to intense heat generated by the arc, a part of the metal of the electrode is released as vapor, which condense to form colloidal particles. These particles can be immediately stabilized by including potassium hydroxide in cold water. Next method, uh, next method of dispersion method is ultrasonic treatment. The passage of ultrasonic waves through a dispersion medium produce alternating regions of cavitation and compression in the medium. The cavities collapse with great force and causes the breakdown of coarse particles. Stabilizing agents such as surface active agents are added to prevent the reunion of the dispersed particles. So there are method of preparation. First point was the dispersion methods. In case of dispersion methods, they are milling process, peptidization process, electric arc method, ultrasonic treatment. Next method is condensation methods. In these methods, the particles of subcolloidal range are made to aggregate or condense into particles of colloidal range. Different means of achieving condensation are like their principle will be when solubility of compound in water is excessed, its solution becomes supersaturated. From this state, either the compounds precipitate or crystal grow. Crystallization process follows in two successive steps: nucleation and growth of nuclei. Clusters of ions or molecules are called nuclei, and these should be sufficiently stable. And nucleation is a critical step because no sooner this form then this gets solubilized due to their large surface area. In case of crystal growth, ions and molecules form solutions slowly get adsorbed on the nuclei and grow to the size of colloidal dimensions. So, how could how this is possible to prepare this lyophobic salts by condensation methods? First is addition of non-solvent.